What up, Nick Nation? It's your boy Phil Porto of the Knicks Morning Brew, back with another episode of the good, the bad, and the ugly of yesterday's loss to the Brooklyn Nets. So let's start off with the good. Honestly, I had a really hard time finding a good for this episode because I was not impressed at all with the effort from our team last night. So for me, the good was that our team got to sit in on a masterclass of what it looks like to run a selfless offense. Kyrie Irving led that team, however, he included everybody in it. And there were multiple times where they did not take a shot until every single person on the floor had touched the ball. And sometimes the person who first touched it was the one who wound up making that bucket. So being able to actually sit in and watch and witness what it's like to see selfless actual offense run, to me, that was my good, because I know that our guys are not seeing that in practice, and they're not seeing it on the sidelines coming from anyone that works for the New York Knicks franchise. So for me, the Nets offense was the good for us. The bad for me last night was Quentin Grimes. So this is the second game in a row that Quentin Grimes has missed wide open shots that could have been crucial for our game. And there are times where he is rushing plays that don't need to be rushed, and he's causing missed opportunities for us on the offensive end. And so he's just got to calm down. He needs to slow down. He's got such good basketball IQ, but when he allows the emotions to get the best of him and he feels like he has to do things too quick before that defender comes in, it's not good. And this to me is the consequence of us not having an actual offensive scheme and offensive plays. When players get the ball and it's not RJ, Brunson, or Randall, it's kind of just think on the fly. And at times that causes people to get startled. But Quentin Grimes needs to be able to take a breath and say, I got this. Because he has shown that he can pull it off at the right times. So he needs to go back these next few days before the next game, kind of just breathe, relax, get back in his bag, and I don't want to see these continual missed shots. The ugly is having to admit that the Brooklyn Nets are better than we are. I'm not saying that our roster is not as good as theirs. Like, that's not something I want to debate here. Everyone's going to have different opinions, and that's fine. But I am saying for sure our coach is inferior. Our lack of offensive creativity is inferior to theirs. And our sad excuse for defense last night that was embarrassing was inferior to theirs. The Nets have beaten us now 9 times in a row. And I am not saying that our players can't compete with them. I am saying that the way we currently play, we cannot compete. And as long as we continue to play this way, the Nets will continue to make us look like the New York Knicks are the second string team of New York. So that is my good, the bad, and the ugly. I hope that things change, but we shall see. Until next time, God bless.